What if I told you that your greatest enemy isn't outside forces, but the voice inside your own head? The one that whispers excuses, creates distractions, and keeps you stuck in mediocrity. Today, I'm going to share a transformational story that'll change how you think about mental discipline forever.
Meet Marcus, a brilliant college student who had everything going for him. Top grades in high school, acceptance into his dream university, a clear path toward becoming an engineer. But there was one massive problem destroying his potential. His mind was completely out of control.
Every morning, Marcus would sit at his desk with the best intentions. He'd open his textbooks, pull out his notebooks, and tell himself today would be different. But within minutes, his attention would scatter like leaves in the wind. First, a quick check of Instagram, then a YouTube video that somehow led to 3 hours of mindless scrolling. His phone became a magnet, pulling his focus away from what truly mattered.
The worst part? Marcus justified everything. He told himself he was just taking a small break, that he'd study better after relaxing for a few minutes. But those minutes turned into hours, and hours turned into wasted days. His grades started slipping, and panic began setting in.
One semester, Marcus faced his biggest challenge yet, advanced calculus with Professor Davidson, known for having the highest failure rate in the engineering department. This wasn't just another class. This was the gatekeeper to his future career. Marcus knew he needed to change, but he had no idea how to tame his chaotic mind. That's when he discovered something that would revolutionize his entire approach to learning. While researching study techniques online, he stumbled across an article about meditation and focus training used by elite athletes. The concept fascinated him. These world-class performers didn't just train their bodies, they trained their minds with military precision. Marcus decided to find someone who could teach him these mental disciplines. Through a friend, he connected with Sarah, a former Olympic swimmer who now worked as a performance coach for college students. Sarah had developed a unique system, one that combined ancient mindfulness practices with modern neuroscience. During their first meeting, Sarah asked Marcus a simple question, one that hit him like a lightning bolt. She said, "Marcus, when you sit down to study, what are you actually focusing on?" Marcus replied, "My textbook, of course." Sarah smiled and shook her head. "No, you're focusing on your textbook, your phone, the noise outside, your hungry stomach, tomorrow's plans, and 50 other things simultaneously. That's not focus, that's mental chaos."
She then gave him a powerful metaphor that changed everything. Imagine your mind as a flashlight. Right now, you're trying to illuminate an entire stadium with a dying battery. But what if you could concentrate that beam into a laser that could cut through steel? That's what mental discipline does. It transforms scattered attention into concentrated power.
Sarah introduced Marcus to what she called the 4 pillars of mental mastery. The first pillar was awareness. Marcus needed to become conscious of every time his mind wandered. Sarah gave him a simple exercise. Set a timer for 20 minutes and count how many times his attention drifted from his studies. The first day, he counted 43 interruptions. The number shocked him. The second pillar was environment design. Sarah explained that willpower alone wasn't enough. Marcus needed to engineer his surroundings for success. He created a dedicated study space, removed all digital temptations, and even changed his phone to grayscale to reduce its addictive appeal. The third pillar was routine conditioning. Just like muscles grow stronger with consistent exercise, focus improves with regular practice. Marcus started with just 15 minutes of uninterrupted study time, gradually increasing the duration as his mental stamina improved. The fourth pillar was the most crucial, purpose anchoring. Every time Marcus felt his attention wavering, Sarah taught him to reconnect
with his deeper why. Not just passing the class, but building the skills to design sustainable cities, create innovative technologies, and make a meaningful impact on the world.
The transformation didn't happen overnight. The first week was brutal. Marcus felt like he was fighting against his own brain. His mind rebelled against the new structure, creating even more intense cravings for distraction. But Sarah had warned him about this resistance phase. She called it the discipline storm, the period when old habits fight hardest against new patterns.
By the second week, something incredible began happening. Marcus started experiencing what researchers call flow states, periods of effortless concentration where time seemed to disappear. He'd look up from his calculus problems and realize 3 hours had passed in what felt like 30 minutes. His comprehension improved dramatically, and complex equations that once seemed impossible became manageable challenges. The real test came during midterm season. While his classmates pulled all-nighters fueled by caffeine and panic, Marcus maintained his disciplined routine. He studied for shorter periods, but with such intense focus that he absorbed more information than peers who spent twice as long at their desks.
When exam results came back, Marcus had achieved something remarkable. Not only did he ace Professor Davidson's notoriously difficult calculus test, but he scored in the top 5% of the class. More importantly, he had discovered a superpower that would serve him for life: the ability to command his own attention. The ripple effects extended far beyond academics. Marcus found himself more present in conversations with friends, more creative in solving problems, and more resilient when facing challenges. He had transformed from someone controlled by his impulses into someone who directed his mental energy with precision and purpose.
6 months later, Marcus received an internship offer from a prestigious engineering firm, largely because the interviewer was impressed by his ability to think deeply and communicate complex ideas clearly, skills that directly resulted from his mental discipline training.
The most powerful lesson from Marcus's journey isn't about studying techniques or time management. It's about recognizing that your mind is either your greatest asset or your biggest liability. Every moment you allow it to run wild with distractions, you're reinforcing patterns of mediocrity. But when you train it with intention and consistency, you unlock capabilities you never knew existed.
Here's what I want you to understand. Mental discipline isn't about becoming a robot or eliminating all enjoyment from your life. It's about becoming the architect of your own attention, choosing where to focus your precious mental energy instead of letting it scatter randomly.
If Marcus's story resonates with you, if you're tired of feeling controlled by your own mind, then it's time to take action. Start with just one small change today. Remove one distraction from your environment. Practice one 15-minute session of focused work. Begin building the mental muscle that will transform every area of your life. The mind you have today is the result of years of unconscious training. The mind you'll have tomorrow depends on the choices you make right now. Choose discipline. Choose focus. Choose to become the master of your own mental domain.